Well, frankly, if you don't have a plan for your key account, you're not actually doing key account management. The plan really sits at the core of key account management. If you don't have a plan, I suggest to you, you don't know where you're going with the business, and neither does your customer. And in that case, the customer could quite easily decide that it's a transactional business as far as you're concerned, and that they could quite easily leave for another supplier. Whereas if you've got a plan that's actually looking forward at least 3 years, and it doesn't need to be at least 3 years, some companies do it for longer, then the customer can see what the value of working with you is going to be going forward. You should have a key account team, and then they can see what they are supposed to be doing, where they're supposed to be focused. If you present that to the company can see where a large part of their business is going to come from in the next few years. And in fact, it can be shared as well with colleagues, other key account managers for whom there might be some commonality. You might be able to lobby for some of the initiatives that you have in those key account plans, which are more powerful if you get together than if you have them separately. For your company, it's absolutely critical, because if I have the key account plans, I can lay them all out and I can see a large amount of business, where's it going, and what do I need to get it. And without that, the company is floundering, and it's really just back at the sales level. Now, one of the things that is really scary is having to do a key account plan starting with a blank sheet of paper. That's a bit counterproductive, because not only have you then got to decide what's in the key account plan, you also got to decide how you're going to express it. So it's well worth getting a format, and if your company has a format, then that's wonderful, because then they can more easily have a look at all these plans across the whole span of them. On the AKAM website, we have a key account plan format specifically for that purpose, so that people can, if their company doesn't have a format, they can use that one. And there's also hints and tips on how to work up the thinking to put into it. Because if you're writing a plan, you have to remember that you start with the thinking, then you write the plan, and then you write the executive summary. You need to remember that somebody who's reading the plan starts in the opposite direction. They start with the executive summary. If that's sufficiently interesting and they need to see the rest of the plan, then go to the body of the plan. And if they're really curious or challenging what you're saying, then you can add the thinking in your appendices. What you don't want is a data dump into your plan so that nobody can see what the plan is really about. You don't want undigested data in that plan. You want information that's been interpreted by you. Because if you haven't interpreted it and put it into the plan, then somebody else is going to interpret it, and you'll lose control of what that interpretation is. You are obviously, if you're a key account manager, in the best position to work out what that information needs. So it's really important that you put a lot of effort into saying, what does that mean as far as the customer is concerned? What does it mean for us and what we can do? And what would it mean in terms of the business that we could get out of that? And the best key account plans are the ones that are founded on real customer knowledge and understanding. Don't make big assumptions without checking that out and having a real understanding of the customer.